just wanna be her. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. I pissed so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready! 52, right 52. I don't think you got it, son.
Hey, switch gears. Shift! Watch the shift!
Lock it.
Kill!
Yep.
Switch!
50.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Joe Mixon. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Big edge. Watch the shift.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Let's go.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll run with Mixon. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ready, ready, ready. The mic. 44 is the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They'll run it here. This is James White. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
2nd and 3. And his throw here's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a give right side. Corbin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hey, 57 color.
Charlie, 57 the mic.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So here's Dustin Colquitt now to punt this away for the Chiefs. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Set, ready. 10 Tucson. Oh, yeah.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's gone. Check 99. Check 99.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Slam, slam. Dog, dog.
Watch this, watch this.
Set. Check your hot read.
Check 3.
Go.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 10-yard line. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Tighten up, tighten up. Go, go. Check, 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 check. Bang, bang.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
On 3rd down, Mixon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll set up a throw. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and goal.
So they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here.
He's crashing. He's checking. Squeeze, squeeze.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go. Their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Mahomes now on first down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
57. 57's the mic.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Come back.
54's Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Chiefs.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mahomes on target here to Hardman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, Mike, number 53. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Wide right. There's a wide right.
Who there? Who there?
Back, back, back.
Check 4, check 4.
15. Easy.
Echo.
Let's get it. Return.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 2nd down now, Corbin. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Second and 2. He finds Robinson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Yep. Me.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Good work after the catch, going to net them 23 and a first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Bengals 10, Chiefs 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They begin with a run by Mixon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back to Mixon on first down.
Check 26, check
Dorian
26.
O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
2nd and 6. Robinson's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 33-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight end.
Bravo!
2nd and 5. That's complete to Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Allen Robinson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Zoom, fellas, let's go. 57, Mike, 57. Bring it, bring it. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Coming for you.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Let's go.
A gain of 32 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Yellow.
We don't want this.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his first touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Watch that, watch that, watch that. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check. Fresno.
Shift.
All day.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Whip. Watch the whip.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Show it eight. Kill.
Check 15.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Bengals first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Ready, go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And an alley to run. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
For the extra point.
He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him, but I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts, but his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
43!
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Kansas City.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Right here.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes.
Back to you.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
We play to win.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Tackles.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He hits his target, the tight end Adams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Good stuff.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
I want that. Give me that ball, Dan. Give me that.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second and 10 now from the 27. Second and 10. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Get ready. Check. Lucky. Check 9. Check. Go.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Again, it's Mixon. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On third down, Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bengals, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year, and they'll be able to enjoy